Hello, friends of the VisionCrypto channel. Today I have a completely different kind of video for you, and of course it's also about chart analysis. But I found a short position for you that, if it gets triggered, has an incredibly good risk-reward ratio and really makes it possible to score some hefty profits. It's about the XRP chart, and on the one hand the chart is basically showing weakness at the moment. On the 16th of January we established our price top, and since then we've been forming lower highs. This means that overall we're still in a downward spiral for now. That's already the first sign, which is generally a good thing for a short position. When we talk about the Elliott Wave method, it appears that in the current count we've potentially formed the low of the larger wave 4 here. And we have to assume that we're now moving upwards into the final wave 5 before a cycle top is reached. For that, we need subwaves. Looking at these subwaves, it currently appears that we formed a wave 1 here and are now correcting into a wave 2. And now I'll switch over to the 4-hour chart, because this is where things get interesting. Wave 2 has a target area which lies between the 0.5 and 0.6 Fibonacci levels, meaning at a price of $1.95. And here the price has already dropped down to that level, which is absolutely fine. It can drop down. It could even drop further, down to $1.79 before the price should make a sustainable reversal. The next upward movement, which is necessary to continue the upward impulse, would need to consist of 5 waves. That means practically in a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and in a wave 5, as mentioned, to continue this upward movement. But this wave 4 should, at the very latest, reverse at the 0.5 Fibonacci level, which means at $2.09 before the price turns back upwards. But it has already dropped down there, and we are still in a downward spiral continuing to move lower. That means if we can't hold this support now and perhaps even fall below a price level of $2.04, the upward impulse in this 5-part movement would likely be invalidated. And that means we would have to prepare for lower prices. And that in turn means that we most likely won't be able to hold this wave 2 that we've reached here, and the price will form a deeper wave 2. But since with this wave 2 we are already no longer within the regular target range on the higher level, but rather in this red phase where you say, okay, it can still be a wave 2, but it doesn't have to be a wave 2 anymore. And with this sell-off, we are definitely dropping further down here. There is also the risk that we won't be able to hold this price level, and that means we would have to go back even further, and that our wave 4 is not yet complete here. And that in turn means, should this scenario play out and we develop a deeper wave 4, that the price could once again drop below $1.61. And that in turn opens up the possibility that the price could fall as low as $1.12 without destroying the overall bullish momentum. What does that mean for this trade? If we say, okay, we enter this trade at a price of $2.49 or rounded at $2.5, $2.05, and we definitely need a lower low than wave 2, we're already looking at nearly 6% here without using any leverage. If we then can't hold this wave 2 either, we would be looking at a minimum price of $1.61. That means we would be at a 21% return. And if the price really drops all the way down to the 0.5 Fibonacci level, I'm not saying that will happen, but it would be absolutely fine. Then we would already have a return opportunity of 45%, and that's without leverage. That means even with just 2x leverage, you would have a potential opportunity if the price drops that far of 90%. How much could we lose at most? If you say, okay, if we recover again and the price goes up, then you could decide, this is up to you, how much risk and how much room you want to give the price. If you set a stop loss above wave number 3, that would mean with a purchase price of $2.05, you'd have a risk ratio of about 11%. But if you set it just above the trend reversal area here, we're looking at a 9% loss, but have the chance for up to 45% gain, all without leverage. Please let me know in the comments whether you think this could be a really good trade, or if you think, no, this is not a good trade. In case the question comes up, should I sell my holdings now and buy back in down here? In my opinion, definitely not, because if the scenario doesn't play out, you'll really have the problem that the price keeps rising and you'll be watching from the sidelines as the price takes off without you on board. But for a short position, I think this is a fantastic opportunity. So let me know what you think about it. Let me know in the comments if you want to see or hear more trading opportunities from me in the future. And here's a little insider tip. I also have a Discord group where I analyze XRP and many other prices several times a week. And I have a second coin there where I also opened a short position today, and I'm already up 6% on that one. There I will also regularly, though not primarily, share trade ideas. That's all from my side for now. I hope this video was valuable for you, and I'm already looking forward to the next one with you. Bye.